Modern women really have a problem with happy men.
A lot of y'all dudes need to stop trying to play it off and just admit it. Like, a lot of y'all dudes really do want a man. Because I be seeing, like, dudes getting online talk about how they in they soft boy era and they want to be taken care of and they want dates and they want flowers. Like, why as a man do you want somebody to spoil you? Like, as a man, it should make you feel good to provide, to do for your woman.
I'm afraid that men are about to learn rule number 1 of capitalism. In order to negotiate, you have to bring value. And in order to strike, you have to be able to take something away from the person that you're trying to strike against. That is the meaning of a strike. It means withholding something until you get your needs or conditions met. That's a strike, okay? So I just have one question for all of y'all. What is that thing?
How many men suffer in silence? A woman will go out there and she will slap a man. Right? And if the man goes and calls the police, is the police going to come and arrest him and take him? Is that going down as a statistic? And I'm not even defending the man, because as far as I'm concerned, no one deserves to get hit, but you got to be fair about it. A woman will turn around, slap a man. And I'm talking like I've seen it happen. I know of it happen. A woman will turn around, slap a man, call the police. If the man slaps her back, and they will take the man.
Absolutely.
How many men out there are getting slapped by women and that will call the police and say, this woman slapped me? How many men are going out? Women are so quick to easy and turn around and say, oh, I've been abused. How is it for a man? If that society would accept that men get abused, they will speak up more, and then you'll see the statistics change. So as far as I'm concerned, all that talk about we should fear men and whatever, I've been battered by a man. I do not fear men, because that is a rare occasion. That is a rare occasion. That is rare.
This video might seem like another misogynistic rant to some women, until they realize that countless studies from top universities worldwide back it up. It argues that women feel reassured when their men are unhappy. Women believe that if a man shows he's upset, instead of withdrawing, it proves his commitment to the relationship. The video is filled with bizarre and laughable claims that may try to convince you that modern women are completely irrational. Modern women have a serious issue with single men, or their partners being happy. This problem varies in severity, but it ultimately means that no man is safe from this nonsense. A study from the University of British Columbia actually backs up these outrageous claims. It found that women are more likely to find men attractive if they look proud or ashamed, rather than smiling and happy. This is absolutely infuriating. In a series of studies involving over 1,000 adults, participants rated the sexual attractiveness of hundreds of images of the opposite sex. These images showed universal expressions of happiness, like broad smiles, pride with raised heads and puffed up chests, and shame with lowered heads and averted eyes. The study revealed that women were least attracted to smiling, happy men, preferring those who appeared proud and powerful, or moody and ashamed. Can you believe that? Women actually prefer men who look like they're carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, rather than those who simply look happy and content. It's completely absurd. Meanwhile, male participants showed the exact opposite preference, finding women who looked happy to be the most sexually attractive, and those who looked proud and confident to be the least attractive.
You know what's something I've learned in the last 2 years of being single? Women can't stand it when you're happy. No shit. When a woman finds a man that's happy, being single, doing his own thing, they get so mad. They're like, that's not fair. And you know what? I was broken down and beaten down for the last 17 years by women. All right? Tried for the last decade to make them happy, get them back, whatever. Never gonna work. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do my own thing and make myself happy. Thinking that was the only way, is just to make a woman happy. I've got to do what she wants. Put her first. Fuck that, boys. Put yourself first. Like, think like a woman. What are they gonna do? They're always gonna put themselves first. If you start doing that, holy shit, life gets so much better, so much more fun. And who's gonna tell you no? None of them, because they're not around. So who cares? So yeah, the point is, guys, if there's some bitch in your life that's totally just giving you hell, dump her ass and be single. Let's hang out. We'll go out for boys' night. Life gets a lot better. I swear to God, don't put up with an angry woman.
To be honest, I can vouch for the accuracy of this before even diving into the details. Some women are so entitled and self-centered that as long as their own needs are met, they couldn't care less if the other person is suffering. I've seen enough interviews, read enough articles and research to know this is true. But according to a particular study, There's even more to why a lot of women prefer unhappy men. They say if you smile, the world smiles with you. But if you're a man, you might just be smiling alone. These studies have shown that women don't find happy men attractive. Now, why do women have problems with happy men? They derive their own power and happiness from a man who isn't already content. I'm not kidding. A woman who wants you, but sees you're happy with someone else, believes she can make you even happier. She thinks you should ditch your current happiness for something more, something like her. The idea that men have to be miserable for women to feel satisfied and powerful is infuriating and highlights a deeply troubling dynamic. It's power over the man. Women want to have control over the source of happiness of the man. This is why women often withhold what brings a man happiness that is in their capacity, such as sex or good food. Women want men's happiness to come solely from them, equating it to their power. This is exactly why you'll see hatred and constant anger towards your personal hobbies or interests. It's infuriating. They can't stand you finding joy outside of what they provide, like watching your sport or going out with the boys. Women don't want men who can create happiness out of something outside them, men who they cannot cause to feel regret for not dancing to their tune on certain occasions. It makes them feel powerless. For married women, the above description applies to them as well, but it's way more than that. Modern women who fall into marriage see men solely as resources, not as human beings with souls. They don't see men as deserving anything in return, only as providers to be drained until there's nothing left to take. Women massively objectify men while hypocritically whining about being objectified themselves. Men act on their natural drive to reproduce, seeking sex as nature intended, yet women condemn them for it. It's not objectifying, it's biology. These women don't give a penny for men's happiness as long as they have their needs met. Go on and work hard all through the day and be devoid of personal time of comfort and relaxation. These are the women who scream that they also deserve to go out with their friends and have a good long chat. They don't have to sit with kids and cook. There are still countries and cultures that value men for who they are, provision, protection, and so on. The only thing some men are pained about in divorce is financial loss. They are now happy since they divorced a lot of modern women who killed every seed of happiness that sprung in them. The men are so happy that their ex-wives are jealous that the men found happiness not with them, and even more so, they are still miserable as he left them. Nothing angers a female more than seeing a man who gains more resources faster and is enjoying his life. I know it's a lot, but it's the truth with modern women or Western women. So to say, you will need to do a lot to find a good selfless woman around here. That's why young men are choosing to stay out of marriage. Marriage now seems like an institution where men are sentenced to sadness and insecurities. Young men are opting to go solo and are quite happy about it. More money for them and less for the women who don't actually care about them. Here's a more refined version. In a video online, a woman drives by a man's mansion and instead of minding her own business, scrutinizes his property. She spots 7 Corvette cars, a brand new one outside and 6 more inside the garage, 3 on the top row and 3 on the bottom. She even sees an old classic Corvette in the backyard. As she rants about the number of Corvettes he has, her voice is dripping with anger and resentment. She's furious because there's no wife and kids in sight, seething with jealousy because he's living the MG Tao lifestyle, enjoying his freedom like a stallion running across the meadows. Being unhappy about someone else's happiness is just plain evil. I've never seen a man get angry at a woman in her 20s for being happy. In fact, men usually cheer them on and find them attractive. That's all for today on Manhood. Remember to drop your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to hit that like button, click the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when a new video drops. Share this video with whomever you would like to watch it with. Thanks for watching. See you at the next one. Cheers.